Hello, everyone. This is Josh with Gallup Maintenance and Cleanup Service. And today we're doing a bit of work with a customer who just moved to Scotts Hill. They've unpacked most of their stuff, but they're looking for some organization in the closet today. The closet is a walk-in closet in the master bedroom, and it is ready to add some organization, some shelving, and some other little cool things. So let me show you what it looks like now. Okay, here's the closet in the master bedroom. It looks like there's a couple shelves for the for the hanging rods, but that's about it. They're really long too. This room's about 14 feet deep, and about maybe 5 or 6 feet wide. So I'm gonna get started and remove all of the contents out of this room first, and then we will take another look at what the space has to offer. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so as you can see, the room is empty now. Let me walk you through here. We've got what looks like some kind of cold air return on the other side in the hallway. There's like a vent for the cold air return. So this is OSB. It's all exposed. You can see like the markings and stuff. So we're gonna get that fixed. There's one of these little closet shelf things. It's a little loose. Some 1.5 foot wide shelves may get repurposed. We'll see. And then you've got the long shelving here. Evidence that there used to be shelves in here before, going across this back wall. And then coming this way, there's another one of these just kind of loose on the shelf here. And then there's this one, which is odd. There's no rod on it, but like it's only a foot, like maybe 2.5 feet off the ground. So like there's nothing you could hang on. I think that whoever lived here before just maybe thought that would be good for a shelf location, maybe. One of the things that the owner of the house and I agree on is that this lighting in here is terrible. It's like it's hard to really see because I think the camera might be fixing the color white balance, but it looks like the inside of a freezer in here. And with these dark mocha colored walls, it's like a total cave in here. And with that cold temperature, it makes it difficult for the customer to pick out their outfit, maybe because as soon as they walk into another room, it looks totally different. The colors are totally different because of the temperature. Okay, so I went ahead and went through the room and used my knife to cut out all the little drywall things. Let me show you here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, anywhere that there's like a nail or anything, you cut it out with the knife so that you can do the patch, which I'll do next. Okay, so I went ahead and measured the walls so that there's a mark every 16 inches for the studs, so I can screw this base frame into the studs. And I cut different wood to length so that I can go ahead and have this ready for you in time. And so I'll get those going. All right, folks, that's probably a wrap for this phase of the project. Got the room emptied, got the old shelving out, fixed the drywall, framed up the base. Now I gotta go get some plywood and the rest of my supplies, and I'll probably do that tomorrow. It's getting a little late and the customer is ready to start cooking dinner for the kids. So I'll be seeing you guys soon. Thanks. All right, good morning. I'm here on day 2. We're just got done cutting the first couple of pieces that are going to go up against the on the floor here for the base of the closet organizer, and I'll go ahead and put that on now, and then I think after that we'll start planning the sides, the vertical pieces that go up, and the drawer system. I'll talk to you about that more in a bit. 3 now. Just been working on this closet organizer, and I got everything all trimmed out and nice. Let me show you what we got here. We've got some shelving, of course, for the shoes, for the long items. There'll be a rod in here for shirts, and then we've got our different cubbies for shirts and jeans and things. I did this wainscot here to cover up the air handler, like we talked about, or the cold air return. But the scope has changed a little bit. So before I finish all this out with the filler and paint prep, we're going to add in some additional components here on the left side of the closet. And what that'll include is a little bit of shelving. We're going to reduce the lineal footage of this rod here is 11 feet, so we don't need that much. So we're going to go ahead and optimize the space as well. Now that that this side's looking good, we're going to go ahead and add on some more stuff that we didn't originally plan to do, but here we are. We're going to do that. So enjoy. All right, folks, I wanted to give you an update on our progress as thus far. Before we get to the next stage, let me show you around. So first of all, the primary construction is complete. I've finished building, done all the trim and baseboards, and the next step is to prep for paint. So I repurposed the old wood from the former organizer shelf thingy and created those. Might be good for shoes or something. Over here, there's a bar here for hangers, and then down here we put together a for laundry baskets. The customer likes to store clothes in laundry baskets to an extent, I think, to keep the cat out. And then we got our rod for the tall items section. Then we got our shoe racks all trimmed out and nice. We've got our rod there, and all of our drawers are ready. So basically, at this point, all that's left is to do all the any filling, patching, caulking, sanding, so that we can prep for paint. All right, good morning, everybody. We're on the next day now. Should be painting mostly today. Replace the light fixture, so you can probably see everything looks a little bit better in color than it did before, a little brighter in here too. Not too extreme, but nice. Last night did all the caulking. You can see we did all these edges here so that they're ready for paint. Also filled all the little nail holes got filled with putty. So everything's been cleaned real good and ready for paint. So that's what I'll be working on for the next probably 4 or 5 hours. It's a lot of surfaces, but we'll get it done. All right, looks like we're about done with the project here. Yesterday was a long day, man. It was probably 6.5 hours of total pain, but I did 2 coats on everything and got some good coverage. It was difficult to cover that darker color, and then with the bare wood, it just took 2 coats. Let me show you around here. So, did all the painting, painted all the trim white, hung this mirror on the wall, got some hangers and some baskets from the customer, just kind of ready to get started. Uh, these little box things from Amazon Basics fit perfectly on those shelves, so I'd say it turned out pretty good. And so if you're interested in this type of work or anything else that you see here, painting, any custom work, I can help you out. Just let me know. All right, thanks. Hello everyone. So we finished up the closet remodel project, and I just wanted to kind of run through some of the final thoughts with you guys, the viewers, of the total project outcome. So this project took about 5 days in total. That included a day to design the project and pick up all the materials, at least the materials that were needed in the beginning. Then there was an additional trip to pick up some more materials later on because we decided to expand the scope of work. There was the cost of the plywood, some 2x4 framings. There was the baseboards, all the trim that went on the front of the cabinets, paint, all the little hardwares and things like for the closet rods to rest on and that sort of thing. So total for materials alone on this project, just for the materials, was about $1,400. That also included the dresser, which was about $200. What I like about the dresser is it's a little on the lower end side, but it was easy to incorporate. It saved a lot of time. Saved a lot of materials. In the end, it probably saved the total project by about $1,000. So just want to add that in there for you. So with the total lineal footage for this project, we ran about $75 per lineal foot. So on those materials. So to give you an idea what it probably cost in total, just basically double that. So a project like this would probably run about $3,000 for me to do it, of the same scale and quality. If you want to raise quality, get better, more coats of paint, more sanding time and things like that, then clearly we can do that for you as if you're a customer of ours. But as a DIYer or someone else looking for some inspiration, these notes may help with some of that for you as well. One of the things that I want to take note of is that on this one, you saw it took me about 45 minutes or so to completely empty the closet on day one, and that was mostly stuff hanging. But there's also a lot of items just kind of stacked on the floor. There was boxes that hadn't been unpacked, and then there was some shoe racks and some other things. So I moved all those items out into another part of the house. And when the customer was done filling up the remodeled closet, they were able to get about 3 times as much stuff in there. And it's all organized and neat, and nothing is on the floor. And that's one of the main benefits of having this style of organizer rather than something you buy and assemble and set on top of the carpet, is that everything is off the floor, so you can vacuum in there. None of your clothing is touching the floor. Who knows, what lives in the carpet is probably stuff we don't want to see. Let's keep the microscope away, so we don't have to see what kind of, dust mites or whatever might end up hitching a ride on our clothes. So I know it's gross, but that's the truth of the matter. So I like this style.
a great deal, just because it makes it easy to keep tidy, keep clean, and you can get a lot of stuff in there and still feel like you're in control. As the owner of the items, the owner of the property, you're still in control. Now this setup should last a lifetime, so my guess is that when that owner decides to sell their home, it will just add value to the potential new owner who's coming in. May decide that this is the perfect setup for them as well. So I just wanted to kind of share those thoughts. The tools that I used, you could see mostly in the videos, but I wanted to kind of run through that. This is the basic tools like hammers, levels, and squares and all that were used. But also, I used mostly a brad nailer to attach all the boards. I didn't need to use any glue, but to attach all the plywood, I did mostly pocket screws. I tried to have as little exposed hardware as possible in this project, so that it has that clean, finished, built-in cabinetry feel and look to it. As what we were going for on this project. Customer's super thrilled. Everything turned out really good, and I hope that my videos on this were helpful to you all and inspiring maybe some folks to try to do some of their own projects in their own home. But also, think about what may be your next project. I'm here in West Tennessee. I'm trying to build my business up a little bit because I just moved here a couple months ago. So if there's anything that you need, you can always get a hold of me, and I'd be happy to help you out and take care of anything that you need done, and we'll go from there. So appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for watching this video series. I've got some more stuff on my channel that you can check out if you like. I've got a couple of videos. One of the services I offer at Gallup MCS is drone photography for like realtors. So a realtor could call me up and be like, hey, can you take drone photos of this house we're looking to sell? And while you're at it, I need to paint a couple rooms, haul away a bunch of junk while you're at it. Well, it's just a perfect marriage there. And I've always been really fond of photography and everything. So I added that. And then so on my channel, you can maybe see some of the drone footage I've done, and have something else to look at. I suppose I create a playlist for that stuff, so it's separate from the main content. But check that out if you like as well. And until then, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.